Just waiting a little while longer. This is the earliest stream I've done since I've done streaming. This is fun. Okay. Recap time. So previously, I died a lot, and now I'm basically here at the big creepy gate with Beck and a completely new path. And let me know if my audio is weird, because it looks fine on my end, but I don't know what it actually sounds like on anybody else's end. Yeah. So, let's get started. This thing is doing weird stuff. Okay. So, we met at Creepy Gate. Gotta get my way back to the game. Oh, and Becca's a valley girl. So, who all lives in that house? I'm pretty sure I read this before, but we'll go over it again. Eris and Gus Valentine grew up here. And Solomon moved in a few years ago. The creepy little kid and the vest. That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. I mean, why wouldn't it? Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. Well, guess what? If shady stuff was happening, it would be shady and you wouldn't know about it. That's why it's shady stuff. If it was out in the open, it would be sunlit stuff. Dramatic stuff. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before Foul Harvest. So Gus and Eris are related. Okay. They're brother and sister? Cousins? Before the Foul Harvest. You imagine moving into a town that's just all like this one incident happened and everyone just talks about it but it gives no detail. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone has mentioned this Foul Harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. The Foul Harvest. Eventually, you're going to explain Yeah, that makes sense. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we aren't keeping my parents waiting anymore. This way. Alright. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. I feel like you could have gotten some sort of narrative on this house earlier when I was over here trying to figure out what it was. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. It's a pretty weird town. Weird, boring town. There's like not much to do, but it's also bizarre. But this seems like the most safest, bizarrest thing that we could do here. Why are you still here? I'm cool like that. You look like you could use some help. Also, maybe I just want to see the train wreck that's about to happen. You know what, Luca? You're not that bad. You don't know what my intentions are. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. I have to eat pineapple pizza. I am one of those people who does not put pineapple on their pizza. I'm also one of those people that doesn't understand why putting ham and pineapple or something automatically makes a Hawaiian. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I don't know what they do for work, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Oh.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
The Moodwills.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even.
Good.
But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town.
Yeah, this town is pretty weird.
Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. My dad died, and then my mom went to go get milk and either got lost or abducted or something like that. And she just never came back. About 6 months ago, so grandma came and lives with me. She makes some jam, and it's like really weird, mysterious spy jam. She gives it to 2 people. One guy's not very good at receiving it, but like still gets it. And then like there's this old dude who shoved me in this phone booth at one time, but I don't seem to remember it, but somehow I remember it. And he has a crush on my grandma. This pizza's good. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? You didn't hear my ramble? I'm gonna have to start this ramble all over again. Beck, manners. It's alright. I mean, I've got this ramble on lock. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. Mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger.
Yes, yeah.
Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in it. Because Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting people's speech bubbles wrong. No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Oh, what? You have to keep asking weird things about my parents. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? this time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She is brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their new West lead. No, the new West lead, not new West lead. Their newest lead. Researcher of deep engineering. Oh, deep engineering! Dun 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 dun! She makes it sound more impressive than it is. Well, if you see what I've seen, you wouldn't be impressed. You'd be terrified and you'd run away. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful. That's more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. Oh, we've caused a fight. You swore you didn't!
Beck slammed her fist into the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was anything in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for the pizza. It was was good. Now I run away from the food. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home. I'm not going home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people.
Well, Rollo needs to learn to get along with new people. I mean, I have to do it, he can do it. Granted, Rollo is a child and I'm not, but who cares?
But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually.
She's like super cool.
Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to... Is shit a response? I don't know why. So before I saw break, I did not read it as break. I read it as something completely different than break. And I don't understand why my brain did that. Rumble. The sky began to... I wonder what the difference would be. I'll find out when I find out. Chances are one of these leads to death.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just take a break. I'll just make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Well, she's already wet, so... Care to recalculate those odds? It looks like that's really loud. Let's make it less loud. There we go. Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Before you catch cold? Oh no, Rolo. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Now that the rain isn't trying to murder my eardrums, I can bring up that a bit more. Okay. You know, I do like the sound of rain. Oh.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
Ew. It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
No, it's pretty cool sounding. You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh, wow. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. What's up? What's up? What's on the up?
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. And they're really trying to feel good about themselves. They do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah. That's the thing with having a brilliant parents. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers won't last long if you put them in... These flowers will last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them as well. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? She's a cat. She leans on her feet. I'll be honest. That hurt more than expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, it can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know that feeling. How do you deal with that? Well, I ignore everything she says and I do what I feel like doing. I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? I never got that part. Got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. Ah, the music got really loud again. How was I doing ranting to the universe? I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change. See? And then she talks again, and then I had to go and change the volume. Because the lady talks, and nobody can hear the lady talking. Like here is fine. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. And it's green goop. And it's minion old dude who has a crush on my grandmother. Shoves me into phone booths. My death. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts again. Sure. I'll walk you... blah, 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 blah. I'll walk you out. I can't speak. See you in Rollo at the festival. Am I ever going to get to this festival? Sounds good. Luca. Don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Yeah, screw the universe.
Chapter 5.
This is where I usually die.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. Okay, here I go.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Oh, you again. The bat with no wings. Hey, Don. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. A peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town on one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep. Or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Thanks. Creepy stalker bat. Making my way downtown, walking fast, no faces past. I'm not homebound. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm a bit lost. Do. Oh my. Excuse me, where are you going? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. So creepy. So very creepy. Always creepy. Roller, are you still there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at this moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times. And it always meant one thing.
What? What did it mean? You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. She made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. Man, you're my only chocolate caramel-filled friend. Come on. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked me down. Ow. Just like you knocked down our friendship. Oh my. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care. I'm sometimes surprised whenever they curse in this game. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh, wow. What a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. And you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Paul's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa's still
The
around.
words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Yeah, Rollo's really good at crossing the line, actually. He does it all the time.
But it was too late.
Luca, this is why we say Rollo may be a bad friend. Good night, Rollo. Dang it.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Kick. 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 I'm stuck. I missed it. Kick. 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 I guess I'm just not supposed to make new friends. Weep. I'm weeping. Hold on. Weeping makes my throat hurt. Man. Weeping's hard. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. Don't bother. I don't want it. I'm not an oatmeal I mean, like, on occasion, I'll eat some oatmeal. If it's like oatmeal with stuff like craisins in it or something. But like, I can't do the overnight oats thing. And it can't be soupy oatmeal. I've got to run out and take care of something. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Oh, sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Rollo. But Rollo's still going to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Probably ate more than oatmeal. His perfect family. His sister cares about him. Constantly messing up his timing. Saying dumb shit all the time. Stupid Rollo. Doesn't even understand how many lifetimes I've spent doing stuff. No. Selfish jerk. They went back and looked for him. Different ways. Nah. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. And he can shove it. Okay. Guess I'm going
Luca
back in
dozed
bed.
off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I left a sandwich there too. Next to the oatmeal. Thanks. Rollo came by. Screw him, what'd he say? He wanted to talk to you, don't want to talk. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Listen, Gran, I'm pondering over here. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
That's what soccer balls are for. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyways. I wouldn't know. Ball's in the way. It's amusing to kick. I'm stuck. Okay.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read.
Hello, unicorn farts! Welcome to my super early stream. Planned on streaming yesterday, but I ended up sleeping all day. I'm being a moody teenager and sleeping because my friend was mean. Although he's not a teenager, he's 12. He's a preteen.
Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
I've never been a fan of the behind-the-scenes commentary of books. If I have a manga or something, I skip over those. I like it, the extra stuff from games, though.
Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it.
Oh, well, a mistake Rollo made because we're not best friends right now. Burn it!
Or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Let's be petty.
Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental.
Well,
He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Oh? Who? Luca? Another little friend oh, it's Grant. It's Graham. Luca! Another little friend came to see you. If it's not Beck, I don't care who. Oh, it's Beck. A girl named Beck Moe DeWill. Man, I can't not otaku, can I? Hi, Shelby Lou. Welcome to my early stream. I feel like this is too early for me to be streaming, but I had a feeling I was gonna end up sleeping all day again. And I want to make it my goal to live stream at least once a week. So Mode will, there we go. Gotta pinch the otaku out of me. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. Hopefully not with some more pineapple pizza. Yeah, I was also partially asleep when I started. You know, I actually recorded Phoenix Wright for an hour before I started this. I noticed. I keep thinking, I just assumed that I miss your streams because you tend to stream like when I'm supposed to be sleeping or about to go to sleep. I told her you weren't taking visitors. Say no, I will take visitors. I just don't want to talk to Rolo. Oh. She seems nice. She is nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Well, maybe. Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table. In case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once
did.
again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
No,
Luca
I wanted to
stood
kick the
in
ball.
a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him.
Oh no, his dad's return. This is going to get real depressing
Walt was
again,
working
isn't
a
it?
straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake.
Oh, that's the worst. It's like you want the milkshake so bad, but you can't get it.
Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness.
You couldn't lift up the straw? Lift up the straw, man.
The source.
Oh, great. We're in the source.
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
No!
The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Oh, it was Beacon Pines.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city.
It's never good when Dad appears in my dreams, huh? It's like there's bees, and then he turns into eyes, and then it's just... now I'm just burning a city. Why it's cold? Don't know.
People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them. The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames.
Clearly, he's an imposter.
They only care about what's right in front of them.
I don't know. It seems like... What, the fire? Yeah, most people would care about the fire that was in front of them if there was fire in front of them. I feel like that's justified.
Not like us.
Are we gods?
Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp.
Is that his mom?
A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within.
Who is it?
Luca's own face looked back at him.
What? No.
Older, worn, distant.
Oh, dead inside.
The sensation was oddly familiar. As if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror.
You get surprised by your own reflection?
The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me.
Got his haggard face, or like, is there a scar on his face? Is it what? Okay.
Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him.
This is not going to push him into the fire.
Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son.
Ah, man.
Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin.
Man.
Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone.
Oh, he jumped into the flames. I thought the dad was going to push the me into the flames, not old me into the flames.
What does all of this mean?
Oh, who knows? It means I chose something wrong, I assume.
Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder.
Is it?
Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose.
I don't think that works in this game. Sometimes I don't have much to choose from.
Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
If it's Roller, I'm going to kick him. Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine, after what I just saw. This kid is going to have issues. This these dreams that he has, man. Anything you want to talk about? Well, don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Do I have to? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. Chamois bun? Am I pronouncing that right? Is it chamois? Chamois. Bun bun. Can I call you bun bun? Yes, so far I am enjoying it. I really am. And I die a lot. Oh! Oh, the cat's looking for me. I didn't even think Loki likes me. I think Loki is trying to murder me. I haven't cried yet, which is good, but I was like, I instantly opened this game. I was like, wow, this is dark. I didn't expect it to get as dark as it's been. It's very cute, but it's incredibly dark. It's honestly one of the darker games I've played. And I've played a lot of dark games. Like, YouTube has sent me emails to make sure I'm okay. But But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. Well, yeah. I've been friends with my friends since kindergarten. I don't think we've ever fought like that. What was said doesn't matter. That does a little bit. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other, I suppose. He said stuff about that. The problem is, like, Rolo really does cross that line a lot. Well, do you think he meant it? He probably did. He was just mad. And did you mean the other things you said to him? Absolutely. No, yes. Good. I didn't choose no. One must appreciate friends in their best moments. And accept them in their worst. Except. Must I? Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival is today. I've never made it to the festivals before. I always die before the festival. You don't want to miss that, do you? I don't know. Is everything going to catch on cold fire? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
I guess. And I bring the soccer ball to kick at his face. So, buy him a corn dog and apologize. I'm not buying him a corn dog. But he is the one that... What did I just say? Listen, Grant, it has been clear that I actively ignore everything you tell me to do. Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs is not a saying I've ever heard before. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. I love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay. Oh.
Chapter 6.
There's a 6th chapter? Has there always been a 6th chapter, or have I just assumed there's only 5
Through
chapters?
thick and thin.
I don't remember there being
Luca's
6
bitterness,
chapters before.
Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air.
I refuse to buy him a corn dog.
But the events of the day weren't on his mind.
I might buy him a snow cone if they're cheap.
He had to find Rolo.
Oh, wait. I've been trying to figure out how to do this. Why can I do it now, but I couldn't do it before? That's bizarre. Oh, you! Luca. Rilla wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
Also, I still can't figure out if Roxy and Rolo are tigers or if they are just fluffy orange striped cats. A space adventure. Though you needn't buy it. What? If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Oh, Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Do I have to? Do I have to find him? Isn't necessary. I've already tried to do the whole finding him thing. Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So, I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Bye, Roxy. I'm still sorry that I accidentally on purpose kicked you. It was the only option that I had that worked. Oh, wait, I didn't do that this time, did I? Haha, I did not. I chose a different route. The place that's quiet... Oh, wait, what is this way? Oh, I can't go that way. Welcome to Beacon... Okay. I guess I did... Oh, wow. Oh, it's the cult leader. Hello, creepy man. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. Do you have to call it a gab box? Nervous? Oh, heavens, no. Well, break a leg. Literally. Do it. I don't like you. You use your pandas, your red pandas, which angers me because I love red pandas, against me with clipboards, which I don't really have any hatred for, but... Oh, good, I don't have to talk to that red panda. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Oh no, I'm gonna have to do my anime girl voice and I don't know if I can. Totally! The town is still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse. I lost my place. Oh, worse than last year's. You said it! No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade, is all. It's a fair point. Like, you can still be mad at Starbucks and drink coffee.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Oh my. Oh no. He's staring wistfully. Is he gonna pull a banana out? Jeff, everything all right? I have to drink something. And before I was drinking Coke last stream, and it was a bit difficult. And then I chose something that I had to like unlid, and then had to also avoid smacking my mic with, because it's longer. So I certainly upgraded there. But if my cat wants to drink it, she can. But it's too early for her. She doesn't join me in gaming this early. She's doing her own thing. Good morning, Chibi! I don't know if you want me to use your name or not. Oh, it's early for everybody. It's early for me. I made it my goal, my own personal goal, to stream at least once every week. And I really meant to stream yesterday, but I actually slept about 12 hours, so I woke up and it was 11 p.m. and I was like, well, that's a bit silly. Yeah, like the weather, and I worked super duper hard, and I had meetings all week at work, so yeah, it was just so I decided that I would do an early stream, and then yeah, and next Saturday, I have a party that I have to go to. They call it a party, but it's just a work event. Yeah, that I'm forced to socialize. So that's going to be fun. And it's in the morning. Yeah, paid. But it's like at 10:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. It kind of, it's not fun. But I get Friday off now, so that's cool. So I'll have Friday off, and then I get to work on Saturday. Yeah, so I'm streaming now. And I actually recorded for like an hour before this, and I cannot tell you what I just recorded. and it's Phoenix Wright, so it's not like it wasn't a game that I could play mindlessly. And yeah, I recorded stuff, and the audio worked out, and I did this stuff, and I don't know what happened, and then I immediately live streamed after that. Yeah, so here I be, and I feel like to most people, like 2:48 is not early, but to me it's incredibly early, and I don't think I'll ever stream this early ever again. Yeah, I don't think I have a voice for this dude. Yeah, everything's fine. He sounds like he enjoys the moonshine. Not like the good moonshine, like the blind, making you blind moonshine. I mean, used to be fine. He also sounds like... Okay. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow.
I know his name is Jeff, but I totally heard Jiff.
Then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
We're pondering together, wistfully. I have to say, this is underwhelming. Moving. Yeah, he's not moving. Oh, this jerk face. Ha ha! Every single time. Yup. Unexplained sound source again. Noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Ha ha. Wow. Okay. Feel like I'm supposed to. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, he's gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. How scandalous. He stole the obvious pun, so where? Oh, so he's not here. Is he up? Is there no up? I'm glad that this game doesn't have like a fall damage sort of mechanic, because I feel like I would have just hopped over that little thing and I would have fallen to my death. Now quit accidentally going into there. Okay, so... Oh, the library! I bet he's in the library. Okay. And most welcoming of welcomes. I didn't mean to actually... No, I thought I was going to see a thing. Would you like to share your thoughts? You're awful. We always strive to improve. You can't. Nope. Are you still just reading a book? He met his old friend I, and it was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships. I know, right? It's super inconvenient. Oh, you two. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I'm talking in the wrong person's voice. I'm so good at not watching who's speaking. It's my superpower. I don't think anyone noticed. Oh. Oh! Are you also in Among Us? Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? I hope so, not. Yes. All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Is he gonna be sleeping with the fishes? Who are you? I don't remember. This game has so many little characters that I don't remember. Welcome back. Who they are. And see, this is a problem I have in real life as well, is that I'm bad with people. Names and stuff. I'm better at giving people nicknames, and I'm more likely to remember like stuff about a people, and if I give them a nickname, I'm more likely to remember that than their actual name. It's wonderful. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I wanted to see all the festival fuss about. I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. That's true, I carry a bunch of stuff. I carry a bunch of stuff in my backpack all the time. Usually liquids. I carry so many different drinks in my backpack. And foods. True. What you got in there? Books. You can also carry books in the backpack. And a lot of people people sometimes get offended by that. But usually when I give somebody a nickname, it is not like an offensive nickname. It is a cute nickname. Okay, game. If you're creating a thing that's supposed to be mysterious and it's like a hunt for a person, maybe don't put the ... dots right where that person is supposed to be hiding, because it makes it more obvious. The library, somewhere quiet. Yeah. You, my nemesis. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Oh, have you? Have you been waiting for our pun-off? Bravo on deciphering the riddle. Well, I went to the obvious place first. Oh, riddle me this. Solve a riddle. I imagine it actually would be really hard to not solve that riddle. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Well, I was certainly hoping it would be. Well, it does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On the planet Farpole, you may take issue when the 5th king dies. You'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright. When you find it, bring it here to be verified. And you decide. Okay. Man, I was hoping like it would be a place. Issue, is that like the newsstand? And you decide you want to hint. The offer still stands. Farple? What is a farple? would assume it's not in the library. Okay. I can tell you one thing. It's not out there. What you need to find is inside this library somewhere. Did you mean to rhyme?
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Once you got a book, you can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one. Okay, well, let me see what my options
Luca
are.
grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
I would assume that's not it.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Can I only carry one book at a time? See, that's important knowledge.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, volume 5, from the shelf.
Okay.
Luca grabbed The Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf. Luca grabbed The 5 Pillars of Success from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Issue with Self-Help, a Helpful Guide, from the shelf.
The issue with
Luca
self-help.
grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from the shelf. Luca grabbed 500 Meals for One Big Pot from the shelf.
I'm not leaving.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a...
I thought there'd be something on there. Issue 5th. Okay. But the thing is, I did not know that was actually what was in my hand.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
And I had a feeling 5th issue was the thing.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it
Oh,
with
why is he
Luca's, turning on
predictable?
the lamp.
So I can only carry one book. Okay, my nose is itchy. Excuse me for scratching my nose. No, itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay.
As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Okay.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used it to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only had the special flashlight needed. And I only had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for his purple flashlight. For this purple flashlight. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Okay.
He
Grit.
continued flipping.
I'm only reading the purple words. In. Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grub cart. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand? Ah, brilliant. I'm not buying him a corn dog. No. He can buy me. I don't want a corn dog either, unless they're like all beef. But like, just no. I guess you're off there. I don't remember where that is. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. It's a scavenger hunt now? Things... Okay. I will be back. In case anybody forgot, my beef with this kid is that he studied all these bees, and I was making all the bee puns, and then he comes out of nowhere and decides to make a bee pun. And obviously, I'm the only one who's allowed to make bee puns. How dare he? So... So, yes. Yes, there can only be one. And we already established that there can only be one queen bee. And so, clearly, I have to win this. And I can't reach him, so I can't take him out. So, I'll be back, kid. I'm the only one who gets to make the puns. Where's this cart? Is the cart over this way? No. It's the one that was down here. I'm stuck! Alright, is your name Griffin? Oh, look! Hold on. Stupid. Okay. I feel better now. Do you only sell ice cream or do you have other stuff? Okay. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
I said I didn't want one. Can I have like French fries or something? No, that's it. Bond paid for enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck! It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Roland wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. It became a whole thing after the first one. Oh, hey, kid. I like this kid. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, emergency services. That's exactly how you deal with children rambling, is like you just slowly back away and then they don't notice and they just continue on their thing. Alright. Okay. of these guys. Okay. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolla owes me one.
Louis waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight, but What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship bring. Is there a penguin? Good luck, Luca. Penguin. Shelby Lou, you like penguins? Bring me a penguin. Post haste. Ugh. Alright. A balloon. You actually got to pet a penguin? I'm jealous. I fed a giraffe and saw a small child get attacked by an ostrich. Those things are not as nice as petting a penguin. What did it feel like? A penguin and a baby kangaroo? I'm jealous. I've done none of those things. Oh, the ostrich thing was funny. The child was fine and she thought it was hilarious, but so, I mean, like, if she cried, it would not be funny. But no, the kid thought it was fun. Oh, see, at my job, we had, hedgehogs, an owl, a hawk, a fox, and a wolf. And, they have a petting zoo with, like, sheep and pigs and goats and chickens and ducks and an evil turkey who's always, like, angry. But I don't get to pet them. I mean, I get to pet the stuff at the petting zoo, but I don't get to, like, I didn't get to pet the wolf or the hawk or the fox or the hedgehog. I just saw them. And the kids didn't want the hawk either. There was an owl. And the hawk did not I guess they just had some big feelings. And started flying around. No one was happy. They looked cool though. Nope. Now they have new things. I wonder if those new things could be used. Nope. Shit and chill are still the only things here. Yeah, but that's not it. The hawk in your backyard is not nearly as fun. Okay. I wonder why it's not letting me look at the thing now. See, before I would manage to be able to pull up my my whatchamacallits, my missions. Okay, yeah, that is cool. It is cool when it's eating a rat, yes. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fall harvest. Okay, this, I didn't need, no, I just wanted, you! Give me a balloon. Oh, you're just holding them. Okay, wow. Suggested tasks? Yeah, well, they're not really suggested. I have to do them. Required tasks. I've been trying to look at them, and they won't let me do them. I did not read his words. Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But you've earned this.
Lolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Flight. Aw. Thanks. He didn't have to go through all this trouble. No, he did. He did have to go through all this trouble. He absolutely did. He also needs to buy me actual food that doesn't suck. I'm sorry I got so mad. You were supposed to let me apologize first. I'm not using his voice. Oh, sorry. Now, you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Also, by the way, you play Power Wash Simulator? I don't know why I had such a delay in responding to that. Once again, it's a bit early. The Mountain Dew hasn't quite kicked in yet. Luca, I'm really sorry. It seems fun, but I don't know if it's one of those things I'd enjoy actually doing, or if it would slowly install rage into me. Like if I would play it and then eventually miss a teeny tiny piece that I can't see, and then just get really irritated. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. I've just failed miserably all the time. Be a good friend, you know? It gives you a money sound. That's satisfying. Oh, it does. I've seen a couple of people play it, but like I've never played it. When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Ah, yes, the best friend jealousy. Rollo. Still, my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. Well, look at you, Rollo. I'm proud. You're a good little chocolate. Well, how would you describe it? Rollo is a candy, but it's not like a candy bar. It's like a candy drop, a candy piece, a candy nibble, a candy chocolate bit, chocolate a piece. Like it comes in like a tube thing full of them. Yeah, but they're a bit bigger than a bunny dropping. Many M&Ms are bunny dropping size. I was wrong. A bit of candy? A fraction of candy. A portion. A cylinder. A cylinder. You're a tasty cylinder of candy. It's chocolate covered and filled with caramel. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Oh, I bet that would feel really good. Look how fuzzy he looks. He looks so fuzzy. Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, that is so cheesy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. This game is so dark and then this stuff happens. Oh, is one of them gonna die? What else do you want to do today? We should snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into the Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I had enough excitement for 1 week. If only you knew. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. What about Beck? Really? Yeah. The rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. Because it needs a lot of work. I mean, we used it before and it did nothing. The aim's a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Head to the treehouse with Rollo. I still have my balloons? Oh, I'm so amused. Oh no! I didn't want to go down. I have balloons. You don't have balloons. I have balloons. You don't have balloons. Come, my sphere of candy. Friends. Is chocolate considered candy? Or is it its own thing? Because sometimes I see those like shows where they make stuff and they say chocolate and candy. So is chocolate not candy? Like in the dessert world? I have balloons. I have balloons. Balloons. I have balloons. I need to find where the path is. Nope. Yes, it is candy? Okay. I have balloons. Balloons. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
Oh no. This can't be good. I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh no.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself.
Is Gran giving me a letter about puberty?
But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you.
Oh?
I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Okay. That's ominous. I love you too,
Luca
Gran.
folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Okay, we're just gonna gloss over that? Okay. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sounds like my Gran's about to do something crazy dangerous or may or may not die, but we're not going to touch that right now. Sure, whatever you want. We're going to play with AC/DC as we ponder stuff. Apparently, I'm in the ponder position. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks, have we? After I ruined everything with my big mouth. This was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
Is Rollo dead?
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
I talking to a ghost? Huh? What was that? Oh, man. We missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks.
I didn't think
It
so.
was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend.
It's Operation Sparkplug?
Something as old and cruel as time itself.
The big chill?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends in a melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end.
I knew it!
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
Well,
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
man. Okay. If you say so, book lady. Okay, the sky's gonna break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered.
I'm sorry I didn't let you finish reading. Sure, you can meet Rilla. You're not going home? Oh, no, 28%. Let me actually plug in the iPad that I should have plugged in before I started. I will be right back. Move over. There we go. All right. Hopefully that makes it last a little longer. I try to be consistent. I'm aiming for like 3 hours, and then I get to edit it, and then I get to sigh at myself for editing something for 3 hours. It's a wonderful, wonderful process. So hopefully it works. It might not. It might not hold out. But the Mountain Dew has kicked in. So woo! Final stretch. Actually, I might. I'm feeling determined. I got to like the 6th chapter to get killed by ice. Like this game just really hates me. It's nowhere near as bad as I played Disturbed, and that game was so bad that it got to the point where I just used a walkthrough while I played it. And I recorded myself using a walkthrough while I played it. It was this is enjoyable, even though yeah, it was it was because no matter what I did, the same thing kept happening over and over and over and over and over again. And I had no other choice. But with this, I feel like even though I'm failing, it's still fun. I feel like actually that I'm supposed to fail sometimes to get stuff. Like there were certain things that I couldn't get if I exited out of a thing that I can't see my hoochie-majiggy. I need to see my hoochie-majiggy. Yeah, it is a fun game. Like, there were certain charms that I could not get if I didn't
Luca
fail
stopped
certain
himself
parts.
mid-sentence.
I like playing branchy path games because I like seeing all the different endings. I like having multiple endings in a game. That's why I play visual novels. Promise? Promise you tell him what? Spit it out. We're thick as thieves now. Are thieves that thick? You know, that didn't sound right. Like, are they that close thieves? I mean, aren't they always trying to trick each other just a little bit? I feel like I have a thing in my eye. It's not the button I meant to push. This is the button I meant to push. Let's see. Ooh, I have a new thing for this one. That's cool. Not just fight, I have flight now. I get to test that out. That'll be fun. But we'll see where this one takes me. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse, and I'll tell you both what happened. See, I wouldn't have been able to get flight if I never did that path. I feel like flight is useful, since fighting did nothing. Heck yeah. You don't know where you're going. Why are you running ahead of me?
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
Oh, Macaulay skulking. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate. Looming mansion. Rich, reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
What does shady smell like? Mark my words. You decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh. I did not know there was such a simulator, but I'm also not surprised. There's a simulation for everything. I feel like I would not be good at it. I've seen like the hand one too, where it's like you have to control like all the little bits of your fingers and like and do like the most mundane things, and people fail at it, and it's hilarious. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. Because that's quiet. It's a delivery game? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I expect you to return the suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is the wrong voice. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, but don't say this while those two people are right there. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I was gonna say it can't be just a delivery game.
His voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday, and I kicked them in the face like a boss. At least that time. The other time I did not. Seriously? Shh! You do understand that when this all inevitably falls. Yep, fails was right. Fails. I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect anything less of you. You just worry about your parts in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rupert? On that Rupert's face? Oh, the Rube? I don't think I've ever... Okay, I guess that makes sense. On that Rupert's face. Is this Gran in the suit? I bet it is. Yes, this truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. Did Gran kill me? She killed me. She killed the town. If there were one thing I've learned, is that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out super villain talk. I wonder if I wonder if it is Gran, cause like she did the call thing earlier. She tried to call Eris but failed at first, but then we did all these changes, and so she was able to call Eris, and now there's like this suit, and Grant could easily be that shape. Ooh. Ooh. And then she wrote that letter, probably thinking she would get hurt, but instead it was me. I was the sacrifice. And I probably knew it. I knew what was coming, and I was like, you know what? Let's just have this moment because I know I'm about to die. Why? Why are you going all... Why are you doing all of this even?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Look at me. I'm so good at finding out things. Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Grandma killed me. What?
Chapter 5.
Oh, no.
What big ears you have. Luca sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Bun finished this game and said that I did not have warnings about this. About this betrayal that I just received. What's wrong? Well, I don't think he knows that his grandma killed him because he doesn't remember the things in the past, but I know. I mean, of course, maybe she didn't cause the Ice Age, but I would assume she did. Oh, the doggos. Did you have more than one dog? I thought it was just Charlie. You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that lady and the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out here. There. Lead the way. It really isn't that button. I wonder why it doesn't work. I think the controllers just don't like me. Oh, lots of stuff is happening. Lots of stuff is happening. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. I don't think that was his voice, but before when I did him. Oh, of course, we're not
The
worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
I didn't read his line. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledge everything is accurate, it'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He
snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
But the paper didn't rip? That's talented. There. And would you like my eternal soul as well? Well, you've already sold that.
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha. We already have that. Ha 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 ha. Fine. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop. Right in the kisser. Not in the bop in the beezer. Gran tells me you just keep away from the clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Excuse me? Do you not see my friend over here? I'm not alone. I am a bit lost. Lost. I'm always lost. Walking around stuff. Okay. To the treehouse. Okay. There's oh. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rolo like? Oh, he's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fall harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fall harvest thingy is. It's a kind of long story. Hit me with the highlights. The spark notes, okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, a big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed? How? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest? Yeah. Valentine fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. you plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why. Nope. I take it Rollo's family got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since perennial harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. Yeah, that doesn't sound weird or suspicious or weird. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name is back. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to... thing that just popped up. What? Okay. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
Is that how you waggle? Is waggling this way or this way? I feel like waggling is this way. You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some security concerns? Improvements. Oh, okay. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always lavish. Wow. Okay. Well. Where'd my can go? Oh, I have more than one can. Okay. Oh no! I went over. I went two over. No, my can! My can! Okay. Got it. Oh no! Where'd it go? My can. Okay, there it is. missed. Oh, it's kind of hard to aim. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. This way. Okay. It didn't work. Where did it go? Oh, it's just in my hand. I can just pick it up. I'm trying to kick it. And I could just pick it up the whole time. Oh, it hurts when I scratch my nose when nails are too long. When did you guys get all this junk in the first place? Where? I assumed that she didn't say when. There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk? Food for junk. Nice. Alright, let's go up. So, wrong person. Pretty sweet security, right? Okay, I guess. It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca. You promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something, and I broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Buck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rolo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meeting. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. No, it's an alien cult.